First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. This is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Vikings' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now this time he'll look to throw. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the rookie A.J. Terrell. Start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's McDonald. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, McDonald. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we're pretty early in this contest, and with one interception already thrown, when that ball was tipped in the air, I think he had to be wondering, could this be a second one, and was already battling in his mind how to handle it. Fortunately, that ball fell incomplete, and now he gets a chance to atone for what could have been a big error.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Gain of 19 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. That's caught by the tight end, Herb Smith Jr. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
A 3-yard gain.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Open here, Adam Thielen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
Saints, nothing.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Johnson on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Well, that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how it bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down. His throw incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 33 yards that time. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a first and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. The throw over the middle taken in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be second down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Right around the 6. But he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's good, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Joe Reed on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he's able to get this one out to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. drive, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Vikings.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go play action with McDonald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down, Minnesota.
On first down, McDonald. Complete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Jefferson. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, McDonald. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, McDonald. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
39-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got Smith here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to number 86. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. McDonald. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of
15 yards on the play. First down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, McDonald. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First play of the drive there is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Darius Slayton have taken the lead.
Will Lutz lining up.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
McDonald. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
McDonald.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going up top. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
3rd and 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Down Vikings.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun. McDonald. This one brought in by Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Minnesota.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Justin Jefferson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, McDonald. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
The score, Vikings 14, Saints 13. Dan Bailey to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have to try and move past that pick 6, because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Airing it out deep for Smith. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Vincent Smith, touchdown number 15 of the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they're quarterbacks. Protect yourself. Slide. Get out of bounds. Don't take that kind of hit. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing is McDonald. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw again, McDonald. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
5 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
4th down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down, not only get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald, he's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. He'll look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Saints 25, Vikings.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
13.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
The quarterback on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of...
And Ellie up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs.
Vikings 20.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Saints, it's a good 5th win for them.